Welcome to the Edge Market Update for markets ending April 21st, 2023. And we had some good fundamental news to start the week, but midweek we kind of switched gears and markets sold off to end the week on some high volume trading. We had some bullish news from the Russia-Ukrainian conflict with the grain corridor extending that deal past May 18th. It wasn't looking good, and then just had some negative fundamental news switch the direction of prices ending the week. So on old crop contracts, this is the first week we'll be tracking July for soybeans and corn. We had been tracking May, but we are switching to the July now, as many elevators have been bidding off of the July with the big spreads in between. But we'll go ahead and get started with old crop soybeans. This week we rallied nicely to start, found resistance at 1501, and from there we sold off. We did fail here at some pretty decent support around 1455, and we closed the week at 1449. Really wanted to see this hold on the July, but we do have some support in here at about 1440. Hopefully that can hold moving forward. Other than that, below there is that spike low from March where we didn't spend a lot of time trading. So it's hard to find established support when the move was so quick, like a V bottom like that. So really would like to see 1440 hold. If it doesn't, really could see anywhere in here trade. 1420 is also another level from another low back in November of last year, but we'll just keep paying attention to that. We did have some high volume trade, and what that means is there was a lot of contracts being traded hands more than normal, and so what that did was there was more confidence in the move of where price was going because more people stepped into the market and exchanged contracts at that yesterday. Strength indicators did decay some more. Money flows were higher to start the week and sharply went lower. And then momentum is starting to kind of curl to the downside again here. So I was really hoping we would get to the neutral line, but we are starting to see some momentum lose its strength. But we will keep paying attention here. Hopefully next week we can really find some support in this area and then hopefully move higher from there, obviously. Going on to new crop beans. Last week I mentioned 12.95 had to hold as support, and we did test it almost again on Monday, and we bounced about 30 cents. And then obviously that poor fundamental news came in. Funds took profits, and we sold off into Friday. Hit support on Thursday and bounced, but then Friday it ultimately failed. Again, a ton of volume, selling volume on Friday that really confirmed the move. So from here, again, we have a very quick move from that spike low in March. So we have some consolidation here at 1270. I would expect that to test there. And then if that does fail, obviously we have that final support at 1247 from that March low. Resistance is now 12.95, so if we do recover and get back into this range, obviously, that would be resistance at 12.95. Moving averages are about $13 or $13.05, so that would provide some more resistance as well. But we are seeing strength indicators decay. Money flows have turned back down with some more room to run to the downside, and then obviously momentum is losing some energy as well. So again, really want to see at least this 1270 hold and consolidate there maybe, and build support so we have something to work off of. Moving on to old crop corn, we actually, on the May contract, we had 3 different days that the market gauges triggered this past week, which was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The July wasn't as quite as strong as May, but still a profitable level here at 648 you could have got maybe. And then obviously with the fundamental news, we did break this rising trend line that was acting as support, and we bounced off of 611 on Friday, closed at 615. So these are 2 decent support levels. If we do fail here, obviously could see anywhere from $6 down to $5.97 be tested, where that was the March low at $5.97. From here, resistance is now that rising trend line, so about $6.26 would be resistance again. And then following that would be the moving averages, where they've really kind of come together at about $6.30. Again, high volume selling on that corn contract on Friday, so a lot of people stepped into the market and confirmed that move in price. Strength indicators were getting pretty strong there, and they fell off pretty quickly after that drawdown in price. I think we sold off about 40 points or so. And then money flows peaked this week, and then obviously quickly became close to oversold again. So hopefully that will provide some support to the market as well, as this is becoming an oversold indicator. Momentum, we did get back to the neutral line here on old crop corn almost, and we are starting to kind of roll over again. But hopefully we'll consolidate here and build support and move back up towards this range again here. And then to end with new crop, again, our long-term resistance here from last October, that long-range resistance is about 578 now or so. We did rally to start the week nicely up to the 50-day moving average, but that did prove to be pretty good resistance, and we failed directly at the 50-day, and then melted through the moving averages on Thursday, and then this rising trend line support at 553 did fail on Friday as well. So 547 is now support on new crop, which we did test that on Friday, and then all the way back to last July of 2022, we had a support filled out at 542 and 543. So that would continue to be support for now. Again, some high volume selling on Friday confirmed that move below support. So strength indicators are moving lower. Money flows are moving lower as well. And momentum is losing some strength and rolling over to the downside too. So again, hopefully 543 support will hold, or 547, that range. Resistance is now about 554. If we get back above this trend line, certainly can play in this range. Moving averages will also act as resistance at about 560 a bushel there. So again, things are not really strong enough to consider hedging or making new crop sales given how early we are yet in the growing season. I think we'll have time down the road to do that, but we want to take action when things are strong. Obviously, old crop was strong this week on corn, but really want to see new crop strengthen up as well before we do send out any alerts on the market gauges for that. So with that, hope everybody is doing well in the fields, and we don't get a frost this weekend, and we can continue to get the crop planted in a timely fashion, and we have good weather moving forward after this weekend. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please call us anytime, and have a great weekend.